Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Jonas Tech Vlog. Today we'll be talking about one of the high performance gaming laptop by Asus, the Zephyrus G14. So let's get started. The Zephyrus G14 is the first gaming laptop to feature AMD's Ryzen 4000 processor, and it's no coincidence that it's jaw-droppingly good. Make sure you guys watch the complete video and a sub will be good. Asus Zephyrus G14 is one of the best gaming laptops I have ever seen, and it's now my number one recommendation. It's one of the very first devices to feature AMD's groundbreaking Ryzen 4000 processor. This is unquestionably a significant reason why I hold Zephyrus G14 in such high regard, but to say it's the sole factor would be incredibly unjust to Asus. The Zephyrus G14 boasts a stellar thermal efficient design, gorgeous 120Hz display, and one of the best keyboards. Plus, you are getting Nvidia's RTX 2060 Max-Q graphics card along for the ride, which is powerful enough to play any AAA PC game in Full HD and supports fancy features such as ray tracing and DLSS. Despite flaunting high-end components, the Zephyrus G14 weighs just 1.6 kg, which isn't far from ultrabook territory. But most impressive of all, Asus has managed to keep the retail price relatively low. Combine all of this and you have got an outstanding gaming laptop with very few flaws. Now let's talk about the design. With the Zephyrus G14, Asus has ensured a careful balance between gaming flair and universal appeal. It wouldn't stick out awkwardly at an office but simultaneously can't be accused of being bland thanks to an edgy font choice. Lovely white lid and a sharp vent design seemingly plucked from a sports car. RGB lighting option here is a shame though, as the Zephyrus uses the same white backlight its non-gaming range flaunts. It's not immediately obvious that this is clearly a gaming laptop, but I can absolutely appreciate that there is a market for those fed up with RGB glam. To make up for that, Asus provides the option of an LED display under the lid, which can be customized with your own pixel art, animations and notifications. It's a lovely touch for gamers to add their own unique personalized design. I also give a lot of credit to Asus for making this optional, so those not bothered about flashy gimmicks can save some bucks. The best design features of Zephyrus G14 is the Ergolift Hinge, which tilts the main chassis above the desk to allow for improved airflow while also positioning the keyboard at a more comfortable angle. I have seen this before in another Asus laptops, but it feels a perfect match for the Zephyrus G14, helping to dispel heat so the chassis remains cool efficiently. The side ports have also been shunted towards the front to make room for the vents. Asus haven't used that as an excuse to reduce the number of ports though. With two USB Type-C and two USB Type-A HDMI and a headphone jack all staring, you could bemoan the lack of Ethernet, but you can always buy an adapter, plus Wi-Fi 6 support is a great alternative. One of the biggest head scratchers is how Asus has managed to make this gaming laptop weigh so little at a dainty 1.6 kg. For comparison, the Razer Blade 15 weighs 2.1 kg. I can easily hold Zephyrus G14 in one hand without straining, and it's slender too, measuring in at just 17.9 mm thick. Aside from a bizarre webcam omission, it's hard to see where Asus has cut corners, with the quad speaker setup also exciting. Two tweeters can be found below the keyboard, firing right up to your face. You will also find a pair of woofers at the bottom of the laptop, although the Ergolift design prevents them from being muffled by your desktop. Volume can be cranked up to a surprising decibel and it sounds great. This isn't quite mechanical keyboard level, as the Zephyrus G14 lacks a crunchy click, but there's still plenty feedback with each press to ensure comfort. Plus, you wouldn't really want a laptop keyboard like this to be too noisy, as this would rule out use in office or in public area. At the top of the keyboard, you will find dedicated hotkeys for volume, muting, enabling the microphone, and a shortcut to Asus Armory Crate where you can fiddle with performance settings. There are no macro keys here though, which is slightly disappointing. Now let's talk about Asus Rog Zephyrus G14 screen. Gaming laptop manufacturers will sacrifice screen quality before anything else when trying to hammer down a price point. There's no indication Asus has done that with the ROG Zephyrus G14, as the 14-inch Full HD panel offers natural punchy color. Since this is an IPS panel, colors are accurate and vivid, not only proving great for in-game visuals but also making Zephyrus G14 a great Netflix machine. You can also get a refresh rate up to 120Hz, That may seem relatively low when rival laptops are now flaunting 300Hz alternatives, but it's more than fast enough for anyone's outside competitive esports players. AMD's FreeSync technology is also supported, preventing screen tearing from jarring your view. In terms of performance, Asus Rog Zephyrus G14 can be said as a powerhouse of processor. Asus Rog Zephyrus G14 has multiple configurations available with AMD's Ryzen 9 4900HS processor and Nvidia's RTX 2060 graphics card being the very best specs. Asus Rog Zephyrus G14 price starting from 80,990 in India. Zephyrus G14 marks the first time we have ever been able to test a Ryzen 4000 processor, and the results did not disappoint. When left on standard performance mode, the Asus laptop comfortably stood toe-to-toe with larger and more expensive gaming rivals. But when turbo mode was activated, Zephyrus G14 obliterated the Razer Blade 15 and bested the HP Omen 15. With the Ryzen processor boosting 16 cores, the laptop achieved exceptional results for multi-core performance. This means it can blast through creative tasks such as animation and video editing, as well as CPU-demanding video games such as Total War, Warhammer 2 and Civilization 6. The RTX 2060 graphics card performed admirably too, comparing impressively well to rival gaming laptops that house the more powerful RTX 2070 GPU. Now let's talk about battery life. Gaming laptops are notoriously poor when it comes to battery life, often making them impractical for working on the go, on the public transport. Thanks to the Ryzen 4000 processor, incredible new efficiency, the Zephyrus G14 has surprisingly good stamina. G14 lasted for 6.5 hours and making it capable of surviving the majority of a workday, a remarkable result. Now the main question arises, should you buy the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14? Well, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is an outstanding laptop. Not only is it powerful enough to run a PC game in Full HD at respectable frame rates, but it also weighs very little and is incredibly affordable. It's admittedly not the flashiest of the gaming laptops in terms of look, with the lack of RGB lighting a specific disappointment. Still, I love the more original idea of the LED personalization on the lid, even if you have to pay extra for the privilege. Otherwise, it's difficult to come up with more drawbacks. There are plenty of more powerful gaming laptops, but they all either cost more or considerably heavier. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 feels like an uncompromising full package. It's powerful, hardly weighs a thing, has a gorgeous screen, boasts decent battery life, and isn't too expensive. If you are a guy looking to buy a gaming laptop right now, this is one of our top recommendations. Hope you guys like this video and find it informative. Comment down below what you think about the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. Is it the best gaming laptop under this price range, or to go with any other option? Like and share this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to Jonas Tech Vlog and motivate me to do more videos in future. That's all for now guys. See you guys on my next video. Until then, goodbye.